Sorry for late today, but never better than later than never, to say in English. We went through Purim, going into Pesach. The question is always, what was the harorda in Purim? And how do we make Purim all year round? The voice that we go into Pesach. We find by Muhammad, we find very interesting that the Muhammad was fighting Kol HaNechshulem Achreicha. Rashi explains on the spot what does mean Nechshulem Achreicha. Parshas we learn is the weak ones. Who are the weak ones? The weak ones are one that were chutz lemachna, says Rashi. Shepoltana unan. That the anana kuvid, so out of Klal Yisrael. That means Amalek couldn't get to the leaders, but he was able to get by to the weak ones. Why is Poltana Unan? Because they used to speak Lashon Hara, they were Mitzeruim. And that Haluch is, a Mitzvah has to go Mechutz Lamachna. But strategically, we always know in a war, is you're trying to get the leaders, not the people on the side. And we find here all Amalek did was fighting the ones Nechshulem Achreicha, and at the end of the day, steht Vayachlish Yeshuas Amalek. He didn't get rid of Amalek, but he made it weaker. So why don't you get rid of Amalek? How do you get rid of Amalek? And what did you make weaker? What strongness was there that Amalek tried to induce? What did Yeshua, Vayachlish, made it weaker? Now we have to know, we have to go back a little bit. The Rashi says, because Baruch Hu created the world, Olo b'tzoynoi livoi v'midas hadin. Because Baruch Hu wanted to create the world with din, with mishpat, stringent. Ruah she'ein olam is kaim, because Baruch Hu saw that the world cannot stand only with din. Tzirif midas harachmim. Because Baruch Hu added on rachmim. Rachmim is mercy. What is Rashi trying to tell us? Because Baruch Hu had regret in what he created, that cannot be. If it says, Ula Kodesh Baruch Hu machshuva levoisa b'midas hadin. The first thought when Kodesh Baruch Hu created the world was for din. So he saw that it can't go along. So he regretted that he made it for rachmim. Well, the derech teaches us, Tanya speaks it even explicitly, brings down a nedish tanchime. Nis'ava Kodesh Baruch Hu, sheyeh lo dira b'tachteina. When the Kodesh Baruch Hu was, before creation was Ein Sof. Ein Sof means infinite. Infinite also means he's infinite in all, even infinite options. But if a Kodesh Baruch Hu cannot be, if a Kodesh Baruch Hu cannot be, steht am Ende dem Machshav dort. Hallo? Hallo, wer dort? זה steht an der Machshev arbeit. Der hakt auf der Kernschnitznesset. Sorry, just 1 second. Satz 2. Was tust du denn? Was soll der halt?
Ja, bei Wi-Fi.
Schau, jetzt gut. Das springt da. So.
Doch fahren müssen wir.
Weiß ich, ich hab's da nicht. I'm sorry.
Stark sein.
Yes, again, I'm sorry. There's problems here with my connection. The creation of the world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted for din, says the Medrash Tanchima. What does din mean? Din means that Nisava HaKadosh Baruch Hu she'il dira b'tachtenu. Din means that since HaKadosh Baruch Hu is infinite, and din is finite, infinite means that he has infinite options how to run the world. But since finite cannot be infinite, so it was missing in the Ein Sof, it was missing in the infinite, that he can also be able to be finite, he also be able to be mugbal, he also be able to be din. So Kadosh Baruch Hu created this world, which is the world of din. Din means it's not infinite, it's finite. But a person has to know, even though he's in a place that he is not infinite, he's bounded. Bounded with his thinking, bounded with his feeling, bounding with his understanding, bounded with his doing. But he has a potential to reach out and connect to the Ein Sof through emunah, through believing. Tzadik b'minusa yichya. That means I could still connect myself to the infinite, even unbounded. So that will give a possibility for infinite to be also finite, and the finite will live and be connected to the infinite. How it works, that's a whole Shiur and Kabbalah, if we'll get to that one day. But as for the derech, I think this is, in the meantime, we have to know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created us on purpose, finite, created us on purpose. We should be bounded, not because to punish us. He wants to give us chesed, oilam chesed yibuna. What type of a chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu can give us? Because as long as you are infinite, everything is butl altogether. Once we start a creation, the creation brings us to levels of maluchim, srufim, chayes, afan HaKodesh. Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, the first 5 days, doimim, tzameach, chay. HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and it was set up of doimim, aim to do by the tier, doimim, tzameach, Chai, Hershey, Doimim, Tzameach, Chai, and Medaba. The first few days, the Medaba was the last one to be created. That means the Doimim was the first, then the Tzameach. Oh, Shalom Aleichem Yeshua. You never come late. I'm sorry, this moving the parts mixed me up, but we're so Socha didn't come, he says he's coming too. On his way.
He was tired, he said.
Okay, so looking forward. Just started now. Some problems here. We're talking about Baruch he created the world. Rashi says he created it with din. Then all of the machshava levoisa bedin. His first thought was din. Then he added on rachman. Why? Rachman's mercy, because he saw the world cannot stand din by itself. So all the Chassidish usually ask what he regretted. He thought something like this way, Monday that way. It's good for me and you, but not for the bunch. So according to the Chabad speaks about very broadly. Nis'ava Kodesh Baruch Hu Shiur L'Dira B'Tachtoina. The whole creation was Ein Sof. Means infinite. Infinite means you have infinite possibilities. But if a Kodesh Baruch Hu cannot be in a finite, in a mugable, in something small, so it's not infinite possibilities. So Kodesh Baruch Hu created a world of din. Din means it's finite, it's not infinite. But the person can, even in this world, connect to the infinite through emunah. Tzadik be'aminusve yechya. How exactly could it happen that infinite can make finite, and the finite doesn't turn back to infinite? And how the fractal way, we're not going to go into it right now. One second, something wrong. My connectivity is jumping around here. I don't know what the problem is. How does that work? This is Shaykh de Kabbalah. So we'll go into Shlava Emunah. All we know is our tafkid is tafkid in a place that we are bounded. We cannot have the full expression of ourselves, the full understanding, the full infinite thinking, doing, and talking. But tafkid, when we come to that bounded place, we can still be attached to an infinite place, or they call it in English these days, to a higher spirit, a higher strength, which is the Ein Sof, not through understanding, not through feeling, not through knowing, but through emunah. Emunah means, Chassidish calls it, Leis Asar Puliminai. I believe that Baruch Shalom is everywhere and anywhere. But I don't understand. It doesn't mean there is no understanding. There is an understanding, but I cannot understand. That itself gives an uplifting to the person, gives him a koyach of potential that when decides, he gives more koyach, less koyach, builds the kalim. It's a whole way how this is built up. But that actually what the Rebbe wants from us is actually the way Nis'ava Kodesh Baruch Hu Shiur L'Dira B'Tachtoina. Chabad calls it Nis'ava is a tava. That's when a person falls to a tava. You can ask him why. The Rebbe decided he wants that. That's what he has. We have to know, but where is our goal in life? Our goal in life is dafka, not where things are going smoothly and smiling and sunny. Our goal is dafka when things are not going, which it looks like as if I was forgotten from the Creator. It looks like I have no way how to get out of this. There, I want you to connect. There is no such thing a person gets lost. For that, the world was created. And Bush used to call it Libeten Sha'ol Shivati Alecho. Even in the lowest place, Yoina Nuvi said there cannot be that the bunch is not here.
That's the biggest gilui of...
That's the biggest gilui. Why? Because in order to create such a hidden place, the Maluchim don't have so much koiches from Ein Sof as the human being, as the person that is in Tahom. It's just like you send out a paratrooper, you send them out into a place that it's very dangerous. So usual soldier is sitting here and giving coffee. So just all you have to give him is a pair of pants and shoes and just bring the coffee. But a paratrooper, you have to give him, you have to foul him up, and you have to give him koiches, and all the sides he has to be covered up. You shouldn't let him go there. That means the ones that go down to Tetahom, because Baruch has to give him much more koiches to the ones. That's what the Purus explains. That the ones that are out there and having falling and hard times, even the Ochnius, but when they'll come the minute that they have to do their task, they'll do it in such a way that it'll be Kiddush Hashem, that I, in my place where I am, will not be able to do that Kiddush Hashem. So the Purus asks, well, Rabban Shalom, so how about using me? He says, no. You don't have those koiches. I know that you're not going to make it. I'm the one that sets out who has the capability. They, even though the way they look, chitzonis, they could call that, but their pnimius is much, much stronger than yours. And when come the minute, they'll do the task. But you, I don't think you'll be able to stand there. That is actually what we said in the beginning of the war. 7, but all these that were killed, even though it was on Sumustayan, etc. But it's, at the end of the day, they made such a Kiddush Hashem, the whole Klal Yisrael came to an Achdus, which as the Piyol says, where was I? So the Piyol says, no, you don't have that capability to allow and to come to such Kiddush Hashem as these people would come. That means that to answer your question, the koiches that I give in order to create the Tahom, the places that look on the outside as if it's very far, but the strength that I give them is much a stronger strength of the Ein Sof than I give it for Maluchim. Because Maluchim are in a place of sterile, of Ein Sof. Isn't there such a chomrish, we'll call it, there's nothing going against them, so we can give them that chiyas that they have. And even when they say, talk to the Ribbono Shel Olam, they only can say one word. And until they say that word, they have to say 2 words before that. And we can only say Baruch, and we're right there, Hashem. That means we are, and we keep on living further again. That means because Baruch gave us much more stronger. That means when that weak person will reveal, the Ribbono Shel Olam says the Rambam, that's when Mashiach will come. That means that we're waiting for the last person that is not there yet to be revealed, who should be revealed that the Kodesh Baruch is there, then Mashiach will be able to come. That means even the tzaddikim that did their work already for themselves, but there's Mashiach HaPrat, there's a Mashiach HaKlal. The Mashiach HaPrat, it's everybody, there's an Elachid, did his work, but it's not enough as long as Mashiach didn't come the Poel yet, he's not here. Actually, that means I still have a lot of work to do in order to get that Mashiach. That was the whole Mendel Vitebsk, I told you in the beginning, that it was in his days when out a person on Harazesim with a shofar and a talis and blowing, it was had a way in saying I'm Mashiach. So can you try to say it's not true? Dare to say it's not true. And until someone came to the Mendel Vitebsk and said, we don't know what to do. There's this guy in Harazesim saying he's Mashiach, what do we do? Mendel Vitebsk got up, went to the window, stuck out his nose, and started sniffing. And he said, I don't feel Mashiach yet. Why? Because Mashiach says, you won't even need a bezin, you just be able to b'yiras Hashem. You're able to just with your nose and feel if it's true or not true. So the Rijna said, why did the Mendel Vitebsk get up and go to the window? Why didn't he sit in his place and do the sniffing? In his house, it was already Mashiach. He wanted to know if it's outside. That means we all have a tafka, not only for our own Mashiach, we have a tafka to get the Mashiach out there all over. That means the lower the place is. Why? Because the lower, because Baruch created the world to show that even in a place that I'm din, even though I say that I'm soft, even though that I'm finite, it's also connection to infinite. So the more it's finite, the more I'll give the connection to infinite. That's in Mala Urz, Deus Hashem, even Urz in places of Atzis. So every time a person comes to a finite place, he sees himself bounded. The tafkid is Hoitziyo, Mimazger, Nafshi, Lahoides Eshemecha. The only way I can go out of that jail is Lahoides Eshemecha. You picked on me because I'm the one that has the koiches to recognize that you're here, even though I don't understand. I'm ready to live as a Bashan because it says my mind is not bigger than my whole seichel is not bigger than the palm of my hand. And the Kodesh Baruch is Ein Sof. That means every time a person goes through that, he has to know that actually it's an opportunity that he can recognize the Banshim in such a place that if there would have been someone out there that can recognize the Banshim right there wouldn't be in that place. There was no reason why I should be there. If I'm here, so I'm the one that has to recognize the Banshim in that place. And that's actually what we're here for. According to the Rebbe, we're not the first time around, but actually we have to know that we're here for Shlichus. We know we're here for recognize. That we said last week says Eifa Puro is Matama Mason. It's Pashas Puro. What does Matama Mason mean? Matama Mason means what is a mess? The person living, the person dead. The people that are living, but they're not living, it's just that they didn't die yet. That means Chassidish Sfurim called them, or Naim especially. A person can go around, but he's not in the mood and not connected to himself. And these days they call it mindfulness and happy and living with the Ribbono Shel Olam. He might be walking around. They call it died at the age of 30, just waiting for burial to the age of 70. That means he's disconnected number. That means the number might work and everything, but he's not connected. So then, actually, that's called a tomei mes. Mes means he's still alive, but he's not connected. So how do you get such a person back? So we take Efer. What does Efer mean? Efer is not, there's Ufa and there's Efer. Ufa means sand, and Efer, how do you say in English? Ash. Offer dirt, you can still use for something. You can build a building with it. You can
plant a seed.
Field what?
Yeah, plant a seed or
by the
plant a seed.
Plant a seed. For ash made a bit worth something, but you can't do anything with it. Even the Zohar Kodesh says even fire cannot do anything with it. It puts out the fire. That means at the end of the day, Eifer is something that is away. Mrbiנו said, "Anochi ufa ve'eifer." Says the original. What does ufa mean? Ufa is something that they did that was never worth anything. It might be worth tomorrow. Eifer is something that was once worth the ashes, but now it's not worth. And Mrbiנו came to such a stage, understanding, without the Ribbono Shel Olam, I was nothing worth, I will be nothing worth. So that is actually Eifer. It's something that nothing can be combined out of it. How do we bring back the combination? So we say, V'nosatu mayim Chaim el Keli. The Kohen, mayim Chaim means the tzaddik can connect him back, even if he's in a matzav of Eifer, that he feels he can't do anything. But the tzaddik can bring him back that hope, can connect him back to his Mayim Chaim, which is called the vibrant life from where he lives, and that is Mitayr, even Tuma Mes. Even the person that was cut off, there's always a chance. But he has to be ready to come to the Kohen. We send him out Chitz Lamachna, and etc. till he's ready for the action, and he says, I'm ready for it, then he'll be able to cover it. It has to be Achnura, Abdullah, Amtuka. We're talking the last few weeks. That is actually, so we start off with a Kasha. That's what we're going to finish. The Kasha was in Purim. We find the Machumas Amulik. Who was Amulik fighting? So it says he was fighting against hanechshulem achreicha. He was fighting against the weak people. Who are the weak people, says Rashi? It's the people that spoke Lashon Hara. And they were mechutz lamachna, polton ha'onon. The cloud, the Anan HaKuved, push them out of Klal Yisrael. And for the weak people, he was able to fight them. And it says, Vayachlish Yeshua. Yeshua couldn't get rid of the Amalek, but he made him weaker. Why didn't he get rid of him? And why, if you go these days, you see you're fighting around with the enemies. We're not looking for the weak people, we're looking for the strong people. Number one and number two to get all the leaders out of the way. As long as the leaders are there, they can't do anything. So what is Amalek just fighting around with the weak ones? You should fight around with the strong ones. The answer is very simple. Who is the one that brought into the koich of Klal Yisrael Yotzen Shmusa Be'echad? Was Rebbe Akiva. The first 40 years he was from the weak ones. He was actually busy complaining. He had all kinds of theories that people are stopping him and all kinds of things until he didn't chap himself and no one's taking anything away from you. You're actually being directed by Kodesh Baruch Hu because you have a potential out there to bring out such a chiyus of that you are 40 years without Torah. You were amulas and you were always busy complaining, but the potential that you have of the koiches that gives you the chiyus in that tzimtzum, in that mugbal, in that place that you are in, when you chap that, you get so strong that you're going to pass by everybody. Sheyotz and Shmusa be'echad. Shafile Moshe Rabbeinu asked, "Who is that?" Rebbe Akiva Shadush called koitz v'koitz ba'Torah. There's koitzim, and that what does the koitz mean? Those that we think that's something extra here. No, he understood that there's nothing extra here. The more you don't understand, the more he has a potential. If he chaps himself, he brings up even the lowest place to the Banshla. That means who is Amalek afraid of? He's afraid of the ones that have the potential to go against him. What is Amalek? Amalek is, it says, Reish is going Amalek. He doesn't let you go to the Reishis, doesn't let you go to the Banshla. So the strong people, they're busy learning, they're busy with their things. I mean, they'll have the Banshla, Ashlish, Arvia, Mechz, it's also they can get along. They have songs, they feel they're in. But for these people that are hurt, these people that are out there suffering, which is Michutz Lamachne, not accepted by anyone, they really need a real koiches to someone to pick him up, just like Rebbe Akiva had his wife, that she believed in him. And etc. All we say, we get up in the morning, we say, Moed ani lefanechu, shechza'atu b'nei shmusi. A lot of people that I know are not so happy that Kodesh Baruch Hu woke them up. I remember there was an accident of a bus, a machabel got on a bus in Tel Aviv, 405, on the way to Yerushalayim, and we came by Telstone. The Arab turned the wheel and a few people were killed. The next day I was by Abusha's house and a lady came to Abusha crying. Abusha asked what happened. The rabbi was on that bus. Why did he leave me here? Why didn't he take me also away? And a lot of people that get up in the morning are not so happy about this Moed ani lefanechu. So why are we saying Moed ani lefanechu? What's giving us the koiches? We say Rabu aminu sechel. You had a brother, the choice to bring me back every day or not. We go to sleep at night. When I get up in the morning, how hard it is and how tough it is, but I see you believe in me. So that believing in me gives me strength that there must be something that I can add on here that no one else can add on here. If you believe in me, I believe in myself too. That was a famous episode, just like Kodesh Baruch Hu believes in the mitzvah, to believe that in Kodesh Baruch Hu, you have to, the mitzvah that Kodesh Baruch Hu also believes in you, and believe in yourself, because you're part of a Kodesh Baruch Hu that has to be revealed, that no one else can reveal that, only you. That means Amalek is not afraid of Amalek from one side. He cannot harm these strong people, because even they won't have the Banshim, they'll call it the Banshim, says the Banshim. But the weak people, the only thing that keeps them going is only the Banshim. Nechshulim has a few meanings, definitions. Nechshulim, that could be with a chof, it means nechshal, he fell through, or nechshulim is weak. But it would be more to use the word nechlash, not nechshal. And we know that what we're talking about, Busha taught us, it's not nechshal, a person when he falls through, he should know nechshal, he gets much stronger. Why? Because the push-ups that he has to do, and they bring out the koiches that he has to do, if he chaps it, he'll be much stronger than anyone else. Which no one was able to do that, says Rebusha. Only the one that was able to get to the highest darga from all the Tanum that went into paradise is only Rebbe Kiva, because he was the first 40 years where he was. Once he chapped the mahalach, he just didn't stop for a second because he knew how dangerous he is without the mahalach. But other people that have some substitute or something instead of the Ribbono Shel Olam, they have a good niggin, they have a good Shabbos, they have a good everything. The chitzoni is the part, but so they fill it up with that. But the ones that need the pnimius, that nothing chitzoni talks to them, these are the people that they need meaning to life. The people that need meaning to life, that's where Amudik is fighting, because the Mashiach will not come till they get out of there. As they were fighting that these people shouldn't chap were not machshilotam, were not failures. No, because Baruch is giving you the failures because he wants to recognize nechshulam, that means how strong you are. And that he fights. But Yachlish Yeshia didn't let him touch it, that there's always a chance that these nechshulim will be able to get stronger from the place that they are. Questions?
I've had a question.
Yeah.
That's after reading the Nekuda Shiur.
I wasn't Nekuda Shiur. I wasn't.
The last, not this week. Last week, a few weeks ago. It's this like we said from the idea from Chabad, the Shem Tave Dir Tachtoni. So sometimes you could have the darkest, the most difficult challenge is with yourself in the chadar, in your room, and no one's around. And if you meet Gaber, where's Hashem being revealed? Or if your friend he's cursing you on the street and you're quiet and you just accept his words, and no one hears, or there's where's Hashem being revealed in that moment? It's hard for me to understand to get the koach to fight, when you're by yourself and when you have these challenges.
So we started something we didn't finish. The question is a good question. That's why I started saying, She'ula b'tzoyne hapushet liver oilim, because Baruch wanted to create the world. He wanted to do it with din. But he saw Ru ein she'ena oilim miskayim. He saw there is no way in the world, as you say, it's so bitter out there, and people are getting me angry, and my matzah is getting me angry. And how do I connect? I don't have the koach to connect. So Rashi says, Tziref HaKadosh Baruch Hu Rachman. He didn't put you out there in a desert with no hope, with no chance, no nothing. He put you out there in the desert, but he gave you also mon. He gave you slow. You didn't have to change clothes. That means even the desert where we are today, can sitzen auf der wie Machaven, as you came around. Meilach Hayapo is he put us into a place, but he gave us also the rachim. He gave us the mercy. What's the mercy? We're healthy. We're happy. We have children. We have surroundings, and here and there he just throws in small challenges, and in order to know that in these challenges, Lil Hashem Azul Sarik, you should reveal the Bajshah in your weak spaces, not in the strong spaces. Says the Busha, what's the problem? So it's very good. So we have koiches. The problem doesn't start from the din. The Psalm gave you the good things because of the rachman. He had mercy on you. You should have koiches. When it comes to these dark places, I should be able to have the strength to fight. But what we do, we take those rachman inside. Don't mix in. I built my house, I built my panusa, I built my representation, whatever you call it. I built myself. So there is no rachman. All these guys around me are getting me messed up. But it works the other way around. Which says, dafke from the din, you also not only see the bunch in the din, but you start understanding that what I not din is not actually my work. It's HaKadosh Baruch He gave it to me in order that I should be able to be standing in this din and see the Achim too. So to explain it very simply, when a person is not, as the Gemara says, when a person never be sick, can never know that HaKadosh Baruch He gives him health. So I'm already 2 months with my ammonia, like it's getting better. Now the Rebbetzin got it. But again, last time I had it was 10, 15 years ago. And what we forget very much, and suddenly it comes back, it makes you very weak. So you have 2 ways, or you can get lost and be devastated. How I'm going to go, I'm going to be on Pesach, and it just, you go into a circle, you know how to get out of it. Or you just bring it down to the lowest part of the things that you do have and stop taking it for granted. Not only in the things that you don't have, but even the things that you do have, then that's where I meet a Kodesh Baruch Hu. Bush said even further. Well, we have 2 ways that people look for the Baruch Hu. There's one way people decide, I'm taking this week off, I'm going to look for the Baruch Hu. So what do? Well, they sit into the Smedrish, they go to the Koisel, whatever they do, sing songs, they walk up Shimon. Everybody has his meditation, and he meets the Baruch Hu. Says Rebusha, that's called what David HaMelech says in Esak Shemayim. I noticed when I decide I'm taking my day off, I'm going to take ladders and creep up to heaven and find you there. I ain't going to find you there. Why? Because the Kodesh Baruch Hu ain't a goof, there ain't a mesiga goof. There is no way I can find you. But there's a mail in Esak Shemayim. If I'll start creeping up to the heavens, he used to say, Sham. Sham is very far away. The more you get higher, the more you see the Baruch Hu is much bigger. But Atzir Sha'ol, when I see my helplessness, Hinekel, I find you very much. Where do I find you? In the things that I'm not helpless, that must be you. Because if I'm a helpless creature, how am I suddenly not helpless? If I'm not a helpless creature, why am I helpless? So then I understand that when I'm not helpless is you, your Rachman. That's where I meet you. So we have to, what you call it, we have to always connect, just like you work on electricity, if I remember right. Electricity, we always say there's a positive and there's a negative. All I can see the Baruch Hu is in the negative. When I prepare the negative, and suddenly the negative starts working, so there must be someone else out there that's the positive, it's the electric company. And I can prepare my all utilities at home and all our fridges and everything, but if I start connected to the electric company, but what do I have to prepare? Not positive. If positive, an electric company will boost the whole town. I answer your question. I have work. Any questions? Chaski, Manishma?
How are you doing, Rabbi? Thank you so much, first of all, for doing this. I really look forward to it.
I'm sorry that I come a little late, but we try the best. You know,
I do have a question.
You know me by now, we don't come late.
I do have a shalom.
I hear you. I lost you again. Je nützt dat eine Sache, man hört schon warten nicht. Hallo? I lost him. Hershey? Man hört nicht warten. Was? Darf man gar nicht hin? Zum Sadel später.
Nachi Stern sends regards.
Who?
Nachi Stern.
Come on.
He's a young guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, that was back.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
there was Zach. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, not a problem. You said that Rav Asher used to say his brothers in the field. The pasuk "L'haydis Hashemecha." So my question to the Rebbe is to understand that is when a person's in that matzav where, like, where Rav Asher was saying that he's
Atzilu Hashem imazga nafshi. When I'm in that
right,
closed up, right?
so he's asking Hashem to unlock his neshama or unconfine his neshama so he could l'haydis Hashemecha. What is a Rosh?
Yeah,
what is it? It's talking about that there's no guarantees. He's asking Hashem to have mercy on him in that matzav, in that field, in that and if Hashem doesn't have mercy, then he'll just wither.
We can say.
And
I understand your question. I'll just explain it. When the David HaMelech says Atzilu Hashem imazga nafshi, I can literally, just like I call up the internet company and tell them, listen, man, I paid here for my service and my Wi-Fi is not working, so I'm asking you, please connect me again. That's where you in a beaming, you will understand it simply. Bush said, no. Whenever you're in a mazga nafshi, there's the problem, not the internet company. It's the problem that I didn't pay my bills. And when you don't pay your bills, that's when you cut me off. What are my bills to the Ribbono Shel Olam? L'hoides Hashemecha. All HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants me that I should recognize that He gives it to me. That means I told someone that works in real estate. These days, in New York, it's very hard with the banks, and you need the collateral, and you need they call it bitchonot. So the bank. So I told him, listen, the bank has enough money. It's not that they don't have money. They have a lot of money out there, but all they need is the collateral. They want to know that they get sure that what they gave it to you, you're going to use it for, not making that, at the end of the day, make bankruptcy with their money. So how do they know? They look back your credit, they look back. Oh, you found this in a second. Here I'm back. Suche the next one, that's the Kimmel allein do. And that means once they check me out, collateral, so then he can also give me loans, and sometimes he'll let me buy a property, and I have to use bridge loans, they call it, till you get the bank loan. But he was actually, why doesn't he give you on day one the money? It's not because he doesn't have the money, but he wants to be sure that he's not going to owe. So the bridge loans, they take even higher interest, and etc. So in order to, when I feel that it's a mazga nafshi, that means I don't have the fullest connection. It's not because that's because he's the problem here. We don't have problems, but I understand that the bank wants to see how much I'm ready into l'hoides Hashemecha, to know that it's even what I do have is also not from myself, it's also from the bank. I mean, people a lot of times start building up a line of credit, and that's when they start doing stupid things and take, instead of 50%, 100%, 150%, till the bank chops himself and says, 1 second, let's do again reassessment, let's see the collateral, if it's enough, and all of that. So the Baruch say, a lot of times the person, things go smoothly. We should call it Yochanan Kohen Gadol, was 80 years a Kohen Gadol, and at the age of 80, he lost it, he became a tzedeki. That means sometimes the Kodesh Baruch Hu gives you the collateral, but everyone gives you the money that you need. But at the end of the day, when he's going to check your collateral or not, you have to be Ashay Adam Mefachat Tum, it says in Rush. We always have to be, check ourselves if our collateral is okay, because the minute they're going to ask you for collateral, you'll be in very big trouble.
So what was the tefillah that Rav Asher was saying? Like what was he asking Hashem for?
I know how it's sealed. I know how I can get my way out of the mazga, out of this jail that I'm in. Mazga means a jail. I must feel myself closed up in a jail. That is because the way to get out of this jail is l'hoides Hashemecha. I should be starting thanking you for what I have, not be busy what I don't have. That means that is the collateral that I can give. Once I see that the loans that I gave you, you understand it's only a loan. That means it's mercy, as we said before. It's rachmim, then there is no reason why I should give you more din. And not only I'm not giving you din, I can give you more business to do, which from one side it's din, I gave you, you're busy, you don't have time. But from the other side, the koich is, is rachman that gave you even what you have. So now that I'm giving you is also because I trust you. But why did I trust you? I trust you that you trusted me. But once you're going to have that extra, how do you call it, gava in English?
Was he asking Hashem for also the second part, that he should be able to see Hashem's
that's what it's only the second. Again, Stam, you can learn that pusik Hitziyum.
Like, was he taking it on Achisa, like saying, like, the problem with me is that I'm not seeing it, so therefore now I have to see it? Was he asking Hashem for the strength to also see it? Right,
that means give me to understand that the mask that I'm in, we're always focused. Because someone messed up our life, as the Bush called it, a metzias. I'm always focusing on blaming all kinds of people, or even myself, that I'm not enough, as we were brought up. But the Bush says that your blaming won't get you anywhere. As long as you're blaming, you're just messing even more up. We understand it's not a metzius fact. It's a sibbe, it's a cause, which is sava v'sibes ilis all the way from Abraham Bochi, is trying just to waking you up. It's like he rang you a bell. All that he does, but it seems he's not disconnecting you. He's ringing you a bell that you should chop yourself. You got off track. These days you have the cars with the Mobileye. You just get too close to the side of the road. It starts singing there. So you have two ways.
Is there a way for you to see that Hashem answered that tefillah? Like,
it's Yeshiva Das.
Oh, wow.
That's Yeshiva Das. So we call it, because there is no Yeshiva Das, you should know that you're off track. Anytime a person uses Yeshiva Das, that is the day that they call it this way, meditation, breathing, but that's actually the whole Chassidish world was set away on this meditation, to connect yourself where you are right now, mindfulness. Davening is davening, a tish is a tish, Friday night is Friday night. B'chol duchechu du'ehu. And du'ehu can also be knowledge, and du'ehu can also be achdus, vayeda odam. That means the connecting to the B'nai after we have all our knowledge, said the Baal Shem Tov HaKudosh, ach b'nana nachglayim. I'm like a stupid person that believes. Not that I'm stupid, but I have to know that how much I can understand. At the end of the day, I don't understand. That's why Kodesh Baruch Hu gave us the understanding. Then I'm really connecting my understanding to the infinite place, which is Ein Sof. Then I have a potential of much more than what I understand. But this will only help when I recognize that I'm bounded. But where do I get into stress? When I see that I don't have any potential, which with my understanding, there's really no potential there. But with my believing, there's always a potential.
Thank you so much, Ray. Appreciate it.
Hope to see you next week on time.
Thank you. I'm happy that you're feeling better.
I am feeling better, yeah, but it's, I don't know.
The reputation should feel good.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Thank you, too. Shkoyach, you too.
Purim was nice.
Huh?
I had a nice Purim.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. We'll know that. My father said you don't know right away. We'll know that. Want to drink something or eat something?
Yes, please.
Toilet.
Is there a cup somewhere?
Cups. Bring a cup. Cup actually.
I forget that there's the connection with the Gilui Hashem is the connection we have inside with ourselves. I always look at it as the klaliest thing is the world has to know. But no,
so
that's not where it
told
starts.
us klal means something altogether. Your highest strength, that is the klal. And in that higher strength, there is no failures. Which we're all connected to that place. And we're planted 24/7, otherwise, when the Prada's on his own, he ain't gonna make it even the next breathing. But again, there are people that start fooling themselves. Maybe we'll speak about it next time. That they think they're in the klal already.
That's what I think. That's where I'm thinking.
No, but but then if a person.
I don't want to mess you up. Keep on going. We'll talk about next week.
Wait, I was gonna ask.
Okay, so leave it. You ain't in the cloud. All you can do is
No,
believe.
You just made me realize that.
Saying is, I'm gonna want to believe to be in the cloud because we say that Rbinu's giving me these high interest loans because I'm learning. I'm learning to come back to lahorda, to come back to realize that, okay, I'm not holding.
Because he's trusting you. The minute he'll check you. I once asked Bush. We're all American here, I think, and we can all do foolish shtick. Even if we live here and have a North America. I'm not going to go into it now. How do you do it? And my younger years, who doesn't want to make an easy life? So I asked Bush, am I supposed to do that? I'm not supposed to do it. You know, you have all kinds of טישים, gezel, this, akim, all kinds of stories like that. They all lost money. What did the Bush answer me? He didn't even talk. Until up to this day, I stopped a lot of things when I felt that this is what the Bush means. Either you're with me, I trust you, you ain't gonna do foolish thing, so you trust me too. But once you try to do something against the system, we'll call it, you try to beat the system is stronger than you. So remember, you're connected to a cloud, but you're not the cloud yet. Maybe we'll leave it for next time, already now.
Can I ask a different question?
Yeah.
Very technical.
Yeah.
And it's just business for a long time I held, because I was raised in the Chutzlaretz, you know, whatever Medina you're in, you respect their Zachen. You respect it, and that's what you do. And every penny you record, and every this, you that, and you check all the boxes and do everything you're supposed to do. Because you have to be mechabed zayin where you are. That's what being a mensch is. That's what being yashar is. Then I was here, and someone turned to me, actually Shmuley, and he said his father, your folk.
Let's not talk about...
Oh, not here. I didn't realize it's still going.
Anyways, I'm telling you where I came from the Bush. The Bush showed me this way, and I'm straight as possible, even though we'll be under scrutiny, we'll all be in trouble. But they're not looking for they're not looking for the hard ones to find, they're looking for the easy ones to find. Easy ones to find are the people that do foolish things.
There's no easy way out.
No easy way out. Put it
What are you
off.
going for?